Earth signs, welcome back to your weekly elemental reading. We are back to take a look at the next 7 days for my Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So, what's up? I'm glad that you're back. And if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoy and decide to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate y'all if y'all would do that as well if you do resonate with my energy if you're messing with it. But yeah, so my name is Naomi. I am an energy healer and intuitive channel. Obviously a reader, a earth steward as well. So we're going to be looking at the next 7 days ahead. We're going to see what the current energies are looking like, what is being currently attracted with that, anything that we need to be made aware of, advice, guidance, whatever wants to come through. This is going to be a general reading, so whatever comes through is what is going to come through. And with this being a general reading, that means, of course, take what resonates, leave what does not, right? Because everything is going to be for you. This is going to be online for people to come in contact with, right? But yeah, there may be confirmation for you. And of course, reading should always just be a confirmation or an affirmation of where your energy is getting you to, a confirmation for the energies that you already know are coming up around you, right? Um, so yeah, but yeah, if you didn't know all that, I'm sure a lot of y'all probably do if y'all are into watching like energy readings or whatever. But yeah, so we can get into it. So for my earth signs, as I am filming this, I am 2 days away from the new moon in Aries. So make sure you check out your new moon Aries collective reading once that will be up. It should be up by the time this reading goes up. Yeah, because this is going to go Saturday. It'll be up Saturday. And the new moon is on Friday. And also with the moon well, it's in Aries right now. It just went into Aries today. But we're going to have like 7 major transits that are happening in the sign of Aries this week. And then as we transition through the rest of April, we're still going to have a very heavy Aries stellium happening. The sun and moon will just be removed. So that will still be about 5 major transits that are going to be happening in Aries. I'm like, let's see if I can remember it this time. We're going to have, we have the sun, the moon, Mercury just went into Aries. Mars is in Aries. And of course, Aries is at home in the sign of Mars. Uranus and Neptune, or maybe just Neptune. Neptune is in Aries. And then Chiron is also. So, yeah. That is heavy, fiery energy at this time. So make sure that you're staying grounded. And I'm talking to my earth sign, so I know that y'all are handling the business as you should. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are cosmically. And of course, I'll say that this is a timeless reading. I'm just someone who keeps up with the cosmic goings, comings and goings. Okay, I be knowing what's happening in the sky and energetically. That's the way that I live my life. So, of course, I'm just going to mention it as I am doing this reading. But whenever you find this is for the next 7 days ahead, what the energies are going to be looking like for you. So, yeah. So, all that has been said, I'm going to go ahead and get the overall energy with the Moonology deck going with the tarot and get our main messages. If we need any clarifying, I will use my Old Southern deck. And I also have my tea leaves here for us to see what the fortune is for the week. So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever you may resonate. If you're a down to earth girl, I feel like an earth angel. I resonate heavily with the earth angel energy. I know in the for a lot of spiritualists, spiritual guys and girlies, that being a star seed is very, very popular. But for me, I feel very earth angel. I love earth. I feel like, I have a very deep, profound, long withstanding relationship with the earth. So just make sure you're staying grounded at this time as we are transiting. And this may be a fiery time for you too. Even if you're not watching this in current time in April 2026, um, it still may be a fiery week coming up for you ahead. So let's see. So may this message be uplifting for you. May it be helpful to you. May it be affirming and confirming and in your highest and best good. And may I be a clear channel to deliver these divine messages for the Earth Sign Collective. So it is said, so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So let's see, what is the overall energy for the earth signs going into this next week? The next week ahead, the next 7 days for my earth signs. Can I have a card for that overall energy? What is the overall energy? We see, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and don't let your past hold you back. Is on the bottom of the deck. And it's crazy. I was just talking about this card in fire signs reading because their overall energy was the new moon in Sagittarius, which says luck is on your side. But I was mentioning this one for looking at the bigger picture, right? This is Sagittarius energy. This is Jupiter energy. This is expansive energy. And as I'm looking at the South Node energy, don't let your past hold you back. It's given this time to expand out of an old way of being, old understandings, old programmings, old situations. There's just this energy of it's time to go forward. It's time to go forward. It's time to get bigger. I'm trying to, how can I have this straight? Okay. Yeah, it's time to expand in something. It's time to see things from a higher perspective. One of the prayers that I do, I pray over my head, I pray over my hands, and I pray over my legs. But one of the prayers that I pray over my head is for me to always recognize that there's always a higher perspective for whatever situation is occurring right now in my life. It could be the worst thing to my human, from my human vantage point. Meanwhile, I do not have the full scope of what this is really meaning and how this could really play out for me. So there's something here about to not get too fixed on the things that are right in front of you, because there's a different point of view looking to be had. I'm kind of getting hangman energy. So it's saying don't let your past hold you back. So maybe don't be allowing past situations to inform you going forward, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can I please have some clarifying messages? What's the energy the next 7 days ahead for my earth signs? What do we need to know? We see the Fool. And of course, here we are in Aries season. What's the energy for my earth signs? What do we need to know for this next week ahead? Advice, guidance, messages. What's the current energy? What is being attracted at this time? Okay, so we have the Fool, Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Look at the bigger picture here. So the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles, they're both on journeys, right? They're both on journeys. Wow. And I'm getting like this Ten of Swords. Yeah. So there was a bigger thing here. Whether we're talking about the Ten of Swords or the Five of Pentacles, because I'm seeing these cards are falling between two very powerful energies on both sides. And while I think it's so interesting how even like it's yellow, the background is yellow and the background is blue on both sides of these cards. So it's like you have to traverse here to get to here. Maybe you were a little bit too happy-go-lucky. Maybe you were a little bit too footloose and fancy-free. Maybe you took some losses. Maybe you made some foolish decisions and you took a fall. You took a fall, you lost. It looked like, he went into the wrong territory. And he got with this Ten of Swords. But now you know how to move more carefully. Knight of Pentacles, you know how to actually go for what you want and actually make it and actually get there. So I think with this look at the bigger picture, overall energy, it's like you're just going to be seeing why things went the way they went, right? And yeah, even when I see the Six of Wands energy, this Five of Pentacles, because the Six of Wands, he's very up on his high horse. And so for that to go into the Five of Pentacles, for that to go into the Five of Pentacles, there was a loss had. There was a fall from grace I'm getting. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, but I was getting like, there's like this fall from grace here. I'm going for the Six of Wands into the Five of Pentacles because, yeah, you have a certain thing about you. And it's like, you took this loss only for you to come back bigger and better, more stable, more sure of yourself. This is very sure energy, right? And with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like not just false confidence. There's something that could really back it up here. There's something that could really back it up. And it's like you went from the Six of Wands to the King of Wands. Like, so even though you had to traverse this place, and you may be going through this presently, right now you may be going through something, and so you don't see how this is going to end up blessing you later on. Sorry. Yeah. So it's you're gonna be coming out. You're gonna be coming. What was on the bottom of the deck? I never even looked. Knight of Wands, the World, the Emperor, Ten of Cups. What doesn't that say it right there? How you're gonna move into this new cycle. You're gonna move into this new cycle where you're happy, where you're stable, where you're in your power, you know who you are, you know what you're doing, you know what you're striving for, you know what you're worth, you know what it's worth, the things that you're going after. This made me think, and I know y'all are probably gonna get tired of me talking about The Alchemist, but I love The Alchemist. It's one of my favorite, it's one of my favorite books. But this makes me think of the Fool, like, you know, remember he gets, well, if you haven't read The Alchemist, it's about a boy going after his treasure, basically, right? And he ends up discovering his personal legend. And it's all about just following your personal legend. So here's the Fool. This is him at the beginning of his journey. But there's a point, like, actually when he first starts the journey, he gets like hella confirmation that he's on the right track. Like, you need to go after your treasure. Your treasure is in Egypt. Go after it. He gets the full confirmation. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. He does it, and he makes it to the other land, and he gets robbed the first day. Robbed. And, like, it literally, like, so he's broke in a foreign land. He can't even speak the language, right? But he does obtain his treasure. Like, this is all part of it. So maybe it's recognizing that this is all part of the journey, the highs and the lows. Dang, that just made me think of Highs and Lows by Kanye West. If y'all haven't listened to Bully, his new album, I'm like, I love it. I'm like, and sorry if y'all are some Kanye haters. I'm a Kanye lover over here. But yeah, highs and lows, like the highs and lows are all a part of it. So looking at the bigger picture is recognizing how the low points really, like, they make you, and they really make you be able to recognize the goodness in the high points. So this is just a temporary situation. whatever thing you may be traversing through, whatever heartbreak, whatever heart, whatever whatever hurt, whatever loss. Yeah. And so let's get your tea leaves and fortune, because that's what I am seeing for you. Don't let your past hold you back. Yeah. Don't let your past hold you back, because you got to move forward, and there are things happening for you. I was about to do it this way, so I guess I'll let it go. Let's see. So tea leaves and fortunes for my earth signs. What is the fortune ahead for my earth signs? We see butterfly flipped over, and one of the memories I just shared on my Instagram today was a tweet that I quote 2 years ago, and I was like, because I think at that time I had a passion fruit vine, or I had a passion flower vine, and there's a butterfly species that eats only that, right? And so I was I had a lot of caterpillars, and I saw a lot of butterflies be born, and I was like, the butterflies are here with me, and they say it's okay to change. And so we see a change for the better is coming here. So something's going to change for the better for you. Tea leaves and fortunes for my earth signs. Sheesh. I'm like, that's kind of a lot. I'm like, and that's why I don't do it this way for y'all. I guess we're just going to have a lot of tea leaves today. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, we have butterfly, a change for the better. Ooh, we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, I'm gonna put that over here with the Knight of Pentacles. But we see the Six of Wands, the Fool. So some of y'all are on in line with your personal legend, because I was already talking about finding treasure, and I see cobweb connected, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Your cobweb. I'm like, sorry, I'm gonna figure out the camera at some point. So you're protected here as you traverse and you figure things out. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Talk about look at the bigger picture. You can't see the forest for the trees, babe. You cannot see the forest for the trees. Okay? It's time to expand out a little bit. Yeah, I love that came out. Scales, keep your life in balance, right? Okay. Keep your life in balance here. We have gavel, involvement with the law. And we see a King of Wands energy over here. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Congratulations if you have a baby or a business on the way being birthed at this time, or maybe you're going to be having a good idea this week that can lead to that. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. That's crazy. That spear came out on the 10 of Swords. Yeah, and it says you're having aching pains over what you no longer have. Don't let your past hold you back, okay? That's past energy. We need to clear that out. Hills, obstacles to overcome. And with this Knight of Pentacles here, he's able to overcome those obstacles. He's steadfast, and he's going to stay on it. He's going to stay with it. Yeah, Taurus energy. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Something could be ended here. Or something has ended, or it's time for this cycle to end. For you to look at the bigger picture and be able to move forward. We also had casket come out in the fire sign reading. So if you do have any fire sign placements, you might want to check that out. It may be some messages for you there. But yeah, so earth signs, this is what I'm seeing for the next week ahead. It's given to just look at things from a different perspective, a different point of view, a higher point of view. Yeah, stay with it. Clear your mind. Okay, you're protected. Things are going to be changing. There's a money path waiting for you to find it. There's things that are ready to be birthed. So just keep going forward, okay? Stay with it. And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch y'all on the next reading. Make sure you're checking out your new moon and your full moon collective readings. I do that each month. So the new moon and the full moon each month that is being done. Um, yeah, and if you're interested in booking a personal reading, my readings are open for the new moon in Aries energy. It will be open until the 19th, I believe, and I will be opening my general readings next week. It'll officially be open. I was working on my site, so stay tuned for that. That will be on naystouchjewelry.com. But yeah, so I will catch you on the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.